No, keep going.
Okay, what's up, guys? We're with the Realness Lounge podcast, and we're back again for the second episode.
Hey,
Let's go.
second EP.
Hell yeah.
What's
We got
going on,
Honey in the
man?
motherfucking building.
Y'all know y'all missed me. I know y'all missed me in that last episode, baby, but it was good though.
We missed
You're
Honey.
gonna have Honey back.
Oh, thank you.
Cheers. All right. And we got Dre, our guest, up in the building.
Appreciate it.
I've been waiting for this.
Hell yeah.
I can't wait to hear this shit.
Thank you for having me.
Hell yeah.
Glad to be here.
Upcoming star, he was here first. Just to let y'all motherfucking know.
Let him know.
Don't fuck with him. And then we got KJ.
Hey, y'all already know.
K-Shiesty.
Y'all already know. Y'all know it's some K-Shiesty.
And then we got the one and only Robert.
Hey.
Ramos. Woo!
Shout out.
Hey, it's all on Facebook.
We trending.
Guys, I'm so excited to have Dre on here. Like, I know we planned this for a long time.
Man, it's been like a year.
Yeah,
in the making.
Verification.
But we here, he's here, guys. And honestly, I'm so excited to talk about. I mean, first of all, we want to get started with, I don't know if you guys have him as a friend on Facebook, but I'm scrolling down and I see a guy and he's like bloody as hell. Like, if you could think about the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas when you run over somebody and there's blood all over the floor.
Yeah, it's money
You
fell
know,
out,
you like
everything.
see like a clip and like somebody's getting fucked up and you like, ooh, you keep looking at it, you like, damn, he really did that.
Yeah.
Like World Star.
Yeah, like with some World Star shit.
No, we just showed Robert the picture right now. So what did you think about it?
Bro, I can't say what I think about it, but that shit was I'm just saying he did right and I was doing the same shit too.
Right,
Respect.
respect.
No. We gonna find out why though. And what do you think about KJ when you saw the picture?
Hey, shit, you know what I mean? Luckily, he didn't have the shiesty mask on. You know what I mean?
No, straight up.
He didn't have the shiesty mask.
straight up.
Yeah, shit.
No
When
shiesty.
it's bare
face.
face, that's when
No
you know
face,
it's
no
no games. No
games.
games.
No, straight up.
No, so tell us what happened. Like, I saw
Yeah, like how did the day go?
So I'm a dad, so normal routine. We had to go to the store, get some food.
That part.
I have a 11-month-old baby boy, so he needed some formula. And which is weird. I point this out first because even though I live next door to the Fry's, the store, and I drive, my son just randomly said, "Dad, let's walk to the store." And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because I keep that thing on me at all times. So it was in my car. And for some reason, my son's like, let's walk to the store. So I'm like, all right, cool, let's walk. So we go to the store and we go to the baby aisle to pick up some formula. And I noticed, so it wasn't the dude that I showed y'all first. He was with somebody else.
Oh, so it was on some
it was like
shit.
a double, yeah.
Okay.
So I seen him first. So we're in the baby aisle and I'm looking to get formula. And I noticed him next to us, but he's not looking at anything. He's not picking out anything or grabbing anything. So that I paid attention to that. I pay attention to everything, all my surroundings. So that was just kind of weird to me that he didn't grab anything or look at anything. But anyway, so we went to the next aisle, which was the liquor aisle. And right away, this dude stood out to me. He had a plastic bag and he was just grabbing hella liquor bottles and just putting them in his plastic bag, like stealing that shit.
Oh, okay.
And he was talking to himself too. So I don't know if he was homeless or I don't know if he was like mentally
Tweaking?
ill, something. But I just knew something wasn't right. But anyways, so me and my son, I have the cart and I'm pushing the cart and we walking past him or towards him and he starts backing up slowly and bumps into my cart purposely. Like to get me to stop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I stop and I just look at him because I'm waiting for him to be like, yo, my bad or my apologies. Acknowledge
Respectful,
what he did. But he never once looked back at me. He never once said anything to me at all. Damn. So I'm standing there like this. I'm like, all right, cool. He's not going to say anything, whatever. So I'm like, all right, son, let's go.
Yeah.
So I turn my cart and I'm pushing my cart. And from the corner of my eye, I seen my son's collar getting pulled. Just like that.
Oh, hell no, bro.
And
what?
My
That's so bold.
My son instantly ran as fast as he could ahead of me.
Right.
And then when I seen that, I turned around. And then when I say like I seen evil in somebody's face, like just pure evil, his eyes, and he had a smirk on his face.
Yeah, no soul.
He still had his hand out extended to go after my son still, even though I turned around. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what are you doing? And then he just smiled and just like had that evil stare. And I was like, oh, hell no. So I just gave him that uppercut, just one uppercut.
Right there.
And then I gassed him. As y'all can see, like he was bleeding.
He was leaking.
Yeah,
he, like, when I said that man was leaking.
You just saying that shit, bro. Not your son.
It was crazy.
Not your kid, bro.
You never think that something like that would happen to you.
And in fries.
Exactly.
Fries, true.
Exactly. So you see it on TV or in the movies, but like I just had to act on instinct. Because if I would have let that slide, who knows what could have happened
to the next kid. He might think, okay, well, just because he looks like how he's tall, he a bigger dude. Well, shit, he didn't do nothing to the next nigga, not gonna do nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah, you gotta put that shit to
I had to do what I had to do and protect my son. And what's crazy is how society is. When they see a commotion, people automatically thought I was in the wrong or something I was doing wrong.
Damn.
It's that color.
So I had to be like, I had to say, I was screaming out loud. I said, this motherfucker tried to kidnap my son. I was like, this motherfucker tried to take my son. And then as soon as I said that, everybody went on him.
Yeah.
And then, y'all, when I tell y'all, my son, like, the face my son had, like, you don't want that for your child. Like, he was just so scared, just frightened, just worried. And when you're a parent, that's what you want to do. You want to protect your child. You want to protect your kids.
Prevent all that from happening. Yeah.
Absolutely.
When I seen that, I just felt so bad because he was involved in that, and then it could affect them.
Trauma.
Exactly. It could affect them
in their minds.
And so, the police came in, they took him, and that was that, really.
Did they catch both guys? Well, not one. The uppercut.
I'm glad you brought up. So the first dude that I initially seen in the baby aisle, which is crazy, when me and my son walking back to our house, I seen him in the back end corner outside of the store. Waiting for his boy. Yeah. Waiting for the guy that I knocked out.
That's a system.
Waiting.
That's a system that they got going on.
That was premeditated.
Nah, bro, you should have got that nigga with another one.
They both had one earpiece in their ear. And then I seen the dude's phone. He had like Google Maps up. And when I posted the picture, people were hitting me up. They said that he had like a Grim Reaper on his shirt. And people told me like that's like some evil shit. And on his shorts, he had teddy bears on his shorts. Now, what grown man is going to have teddy bears on his shorts?
Yeah, now unless you match with your shorty, they ain't doing that.
So you got to pay attention to your surroundings, y'all. Like I'm glad I posted that, and I didn't expect it.
Insane.
I didn't expect for it to go viral. I just wanted to post that out and just make sure
that's good. You put that shit out there.
This is what's happening
because it happens a lot to kids, and nobody really speaks about it. And I think
especially here in Phoenix, Arizona, like no cap. Because I read something that Arizona Mills Mall is a headquarters for that shit.
It's a hub.
Nigga, bro, like.
And it's your child, like everybody who's watching this too, like it's your kid, you know, the emotions.
It can happen anywhere.
It could be a stranger's kid. Let me see some crazy shit going on. I'm gonna pop the fuck off.
You could be at the suburbs, you know what I mean? You could be at Trader Joe's. Right. You could even be at Trader Joe's type shit. It can happen in the hood, the suburbs, it doesn't matter.
That's just a reminder, y'all, like just make sure you pay attention to your surroundings, especially women, because you know, I'm a male, I'm a masculine male, and these poor women, they by themselves, they're single moms. And they have a bunch of kids, you know?
One get lost on the other aisle.
Exactly. So just keep your kids with you. Just just be safe, please.
Yeah.
Single father or no?
No.
You just went by yourself?
I just happened to go and grab some fast things. Yeah.
I think that's like it's a good message for everybody. Like, don't be on your phone too much.
Right.
Like, look around because you just don't know who's looking at you or filming you, or
especially out in public.
Yeah, you never know who's like filming your ass too. Yeah. Like, you know, girls too. Like, you probably getting, you know what I'm saying? You have Food City. You never know who's fucking filming your ass.
Anybody trying to talk to my kids, I don't care if you're an old lady. Don't talk to my kids.
Yeah.
They cool. They cool. No, I don't care. I might come off mean as fuck. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. I know, don't touch her. Keep it moving.
Nowadays, they use older people.
It be the because there's some weird ass old people out here too, man. And be like, oh, grandpa this and that, man.
But yeah, a lot of people reached out to me and used kind words, and that felt good. And you know, they reached out to my son. I prayed for him, and hopefully, he finds peace. So that really meant a lot to me, honestly.
That's what's up, bro.
Magnet thought it was you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that shit didn't turn out to be the other way around, because then if not,
them trying to detain him and make it be ugly, like that could have went a different way.
Because then the guy could have played victim.
Yep, could have lied. It would have been his word against. Like it could have went a different way.
There's some stereotype shit. You know how the world is in society.
Hey, look, we all minorities on this podcast. It is what it is.
Yeah, no, he's just trying to protect. You know, what I'm saying, protect his kid, but also spread a message too. And how viral did it get? How many thousands of views?
Oh my, it was.
That shit was
I want to say it was like 10K. 10K within a few days.
And did you post it on what? What did you post it on?
Well, I first initially posted it on Instagram. And then that blew up.
I saw it on Facebook.
And then I'm like, well, I got a lot of friends on Facebook. Might as well,
put that shit out there.
There's a lot of single moms on there. So I put that out there. That thing blew up, man.
Yeah, my people in Vegas and in LA knew about that. It was like, did you see about that dude that knocked this nigga out?
That's crazy.
I was like, yeah.
You know what?
I actually do know him.
I know. You know what? At my kid's school, when I went to go pick him up, they're like, Dre, you won't believe this. Everybody was asking me and showing me the video, your video, and I'm like, that's my stepdad. I'm like, and then when I went to go pick them up, the teacher's like, hey, I don't mean to bother you, but I'm glad you did that. You know that. I was like, I'm like, damn. People are looking at me like, that's that guy.
He put like the next day at school looking like Superman and shit.
They was like, Superman in real life?
Yeah, you know
what's up, bro?
All dads are.
That's what you want. And my kids look up to me that way, and that's what you want. It feels the best thing in the world when your kids look up to you that way.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I just want to protect them, make sure they're good.
Yeah, no, and honestly, like even having that kind of protection too. But also letting people know, like, be careful of your surroundings is a really good message. Like, make sure you guys are watching around. But also, I think what's important too is that, letting people know about sex trafficking, because nobody really talks about it either.
No, that's true. Yeah, that is a real big thing out here in Arizona. Shit, Texas.
Shit, that shit's no Diddy.
I'm not gonna play with this nigga today, y'all.
Can't stop, won't stop.
That shit,
can't stop, won't stop.
No Diddy. Stop fucking around out there. I'm talking to y'all. No Diddy. Stop fucking around.
No, for real though. Yeah, that was something that was crazy. I feel like if that was a situation for a woman, I'm like, I feel like because it's mama bears, you gonna react, but in the situation, sometimes when you're there, you could be kind of scared because it's a whole man. He can knock your ass out. You feel me? You might not have that same power as him. You don't know who you dealing with.
And even men. Some men are just like, I'm gonna call the police. I'm gonna call the police. Oh, no, fuck that. No, I stay ready. I stay ready.
But what I'm more shocked about is that they see you, bro. Like
that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Stand there real quick, bro.
He
like what, 6'1"?
Yeah, he like 6'1". Listen, I went to high school with Buddy. He used to play football, bro. Like he was really out there in the field. I would not be like, okay, I'm gonna try him.
I feel like in his mind, like, I'm gonna leave with something. Like that's what he thought. I'm gonna leave with something.
I'm gonna
leave with something. I don't care who it is, but he got the wrong one.
And you already know all the Karens watching this shit. They're already immediately looking at the the tall, dark skin. Fuck you, Karen.
The guy with those tattoos.
You got this shit reversed.
In all actuality, he's protecting his son from a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
Like,
and I would treat that as if any other kid, if it wasn't my son, or if I seen a little girl or I seen a little boy, I would act on the same thing.
Absolutely.
Dre's we grew up with him in high school for sure. What Honey said, and it's like, man, it's crazy because now you're in that movie, right? What is it called?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. So it's called The Jealous Ex. It's gonna be streaming on Tubi.
I was like, when I looked at the couple little highlights,
make sure you guys check that out.
The highlights from I was like, what they doing in the bed though? What's going on?
And if you got a
I know all y'all motherfuckers got too because that shit free.
It looked good though. I got a lot of little clip. I was like, that shit look good.
And you know what's crazy is I was at a point in my life where things weren't going right, and I was just not in the right state of mind, and I was just blaming things and just negative. And what's crazy is I was on the way. It was in the morning. I was on the way to pick up my son. And I was cruising the car, and I get a phone call, and it's my boy D'Angelo. So I pick it up, and he's like, "Hey Dre, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing, just on my way to pick up my son." Hey man, I got this opportunity for you. I'm like, "What's up?" He's like, "Man, you want to be in a movie?" I was like, "Bro, stop." I was like, "Bro, stop playing with me.
You don't get a call like that every day,
bro. You playing my emotions, man. Yeah.
That's you just telling your boy stop fucking around.
He's like, "No, man, I'm serious, man. I got this thing working up. I'm with this producer in Houston. We based out in Houston. And we're gonna be filming out here in Arizona, and I thought you'd be, the right role for it. I was like, damn, for you to think of me.
Yeah, that's love.
And what's crazy, is I haven't spoken to him to like probably a year and a half, almost 2 years.
What?
I met him.
See, you made an impression.
I met him at a modeling event at a show. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
D'Angelo, when he watches this, D'Angelo.
Shout out to D'Angelo. Shout out to D'Angelo.
He's that type of person that when he's in the room, he's gonna meet you. He's gonna give you a handshake. I'm D'Angelo. Introduce himself, and he just has that energy. He's like that networking thing. And what's crazy is when you meet somebody, you're just like, okay, whatever. You brush it off. You never gonna meet them again, see them again. Or when you exchange numbers, and you don't save it.
Yeah. Well, you don't save it.
I actually saved his number.
Oh.
And then I haven't spoken to him since.
No link ups, nothing.
No link ups, no nothing.
Dang. Okay, for sure.
And then when I seen him call me, I answered, and he told me that, and that shit changed. It happened. He got it in emotion.
Damn. So to get an emotion like that is crazy.
So he's the reason why I was in that movie.
That sounds like a genuine
dude. Yeah, we already filmed it. It's in the editing process right now. We're just waiting for Tubi to clear it, and then it'll be. And it's crazy is I don't know. Netflix is kind of the same thing. So there's like regular movies, and then there's original movies.
Right.
So we actually in the process of it might be original Tubi film.
Oh,
so it's gonna be.
So you can do sequels and shit in part 2. You can do all time like rewriting.
We already got that in the works. We already got that in the works.
Hey, let me get you into this shit. My boy finna go
real quick.
And I'm the type of person that I'll put anybody on. I want to see everybody win.
That's solid though. I like that.
Y'all want to be in it? I got y'all for real.
I'm telling you right now.
Man, that shit, man. Shit.
And shout out to the directors, producers, Shannon Washington. The director and producer, Shannon Washington, he's huge,
Hooked
man.
Up my boy Dre.
He's based out in Houston. Shout out to Texas.
Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington type shit.
And what's crazy is other people, when they do their first film, sometimes you don't even get paid for it. You're just there for the experience,
and you got paid.
And what was crazy is I got paid for it, and I was a leading role.
And this is your first.
I was a leading role.
This is your first ever movie.
Because
I know you used to model, you do other ventures, but this is your first real movie.
First movie, and I'm the leading role.
Editing, you're stopping, you're starting back.
How can I make that up? That's all God. That's all God.
You is blessed. That's just God.
I can't make that up.
Working in your favor.
What I really want to know is what is this movie about? Tell us.
So it's about. So I'm a music executive producer.
Okay.
And
I can see that.
Yeah, so
I can see that.
Basically I sign artists. I look for the hottest artists.
Yeah.
And I sign them.
Okay.
And I meet this girl, and she's kind of like a hood rat, but still got a little class to her.
Okay.
She's from the gutter, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But she's a realtor.
Okay.
So she's about her business too on the side.
Okay.
And we're dating, and her ex is a drug dealer. Big time drug dealer.
Go fuck
just like K Shiesty over here.
The ex-boyfriend.
And he was in prison for some time, and he finally gets released.
Okay.
And he finds out that I'm with this girl because he still has
this
the
is getting
he's like the professional man.
This is getting dropped, bro.
He still has the idea that they're together because they're
right.
I don't want to give out everything too much, but
that's a prison mindset right there.
I'm already like,
because
he gotta come home on some fucking baseball type shit.
For Tubi.
No, you need to. It's free.
They're exchanging letters, so he's still thinking that they're together.
Okay, yeah. So she likes to get. I mean,
so he comes out
when you
and finds out that I'm with her.
You know, the girl's trying to paint that picture. Listen, I didn't paint some pictures too.
That's a good.
Also, I watch y'all podcast. I'm a fan of y'all podcast.
So, brother,
what's crazy is the first podcast I seen, Rico Bands was on there.
Oh yeah,
hey, shout out to my guy. Shout out to my guy Rico Bands. He's gonna watch this too.
Phoenix in the building.
So that was the first time when I locked in with y'all. I seen Rico. I didn't know who he was. And then when I seen that he makes music.
Yeah.
And
you see how that shit work? Two-way
it's crazy. And he's from Arizona.
Yeah.
Easy all day.
And come to find out, he's in that movie too.
Damn.
That's how I saw saw the clips.
He's in the movie too.
Wait, I got Dre on Facebook. So when I saw all like Rico posting little clips, I was like, wait, is that fucking Dre from Willow? I was like,
yeah.
How did that shit work? Did y'all like link up? Did y'all say what's up to each other?
Or was it just like the connect between your homeboy back in Houston?
No, so yeah, when I seen Rico on here, and then when I found out he was on the movie, I seen him in person. That's when I first met him.
Yeah.
And we was doing our first scene. And I was like, hey, bro, I was like, I'm Dre, you know, I seen you on the podcast. We was chopping it up for a little bit. And he took me in the Beamer because I didn't know he made music.
Oh, he makes all types of shit.
He does everything. He put me in that Beamer. And he's like, hey, I got some unreleased music, man. I want you to check it out.
What?
And he put that on. I was like, man, this shit nice.
I think you played that same shit.
Heard the fucking drop before.
And his music.
He got his shit out in Vegas.
Hey, yeah. Bro. And his music is on soundtrack in the movie. So it's in the soundtrack in the movie.
Okay, so Rico's in the movie and they're playing his music too?
Yeah. So yeah, he played me his music, and I was like, "Man, this nice."
Okay,
and, I didn't know he had songs on the radio.
Yeah.
I didn't know nothing about that.
He actually has a show coming up too. He's doing a tour.
He's doing a lot of things. He's
Rico's doing a tour. I'm definitely going to pop out to LA. I'm popping out to Rico.
Shout out to Rico, man. He's doing big things.
Really cool. He's such a genuine guy. Like,
he's all about putting people on too. You know, people be stingy with what they luck and they love and they fortune.
That's the dude you need to talk to and chop it up, man. He put me on game because we had a one-on-one talk, man. He told me his life story.
Yeah, no,
he was locked up, man.
We'll put the link in the description to watch it.
He was in a bad position. And he told me his story, man. And from me, hearing his story,
the power of the podcast,
and seeing where he's at now. It's just you know you can't make this up.
No, God, put that shit in words,
man.
No, yeah, definitely.
He really
and
did that.
Rico is a spiritual man too. You know what I'm saying? So him believing in the higher power, you know, all of that comes into a play.
And seeing he's from here, man. He has all my support. All my support.
Because you know people be trying to talk shit about our city, bro.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
Who?
These motherfuckers. I was one of those, but then I lived here long enough. So like.
Everybody know AZ on the map type shit.
No, really is. It's like a little Miami.
I know I'm rocking a Red jersey, but you already know it's Army. It's Army type shit.
Come to our section.
It's crazy how like life works like that. So you mentioned before the movie happened, you were not in the right state of mind, or what happened with that?
So like Honey said, I was trying to do my modeling thing, and man, I was doing that for about maybe 6-7 years.
Is it hard? Bro. I feel like it's a lot of hard work. You gotta have your image. You gotta look a certain way.
Hey, show up and take a picture.
And be a fine nigga. You can't do that.
So be confused for Drake, bro.
Man, I get that.
Shit.
If he was a little lighter type shit, bro.
That can only mean one day. Nah,
50 push-ups type shit.
50 push-ups.
So just like when I was acting, it was my first time. Same thing with modeling, and I thought it was gonna be easy. You know, like people tell me I look good, I can do this, and I tried it. So I was doing the modeling. It was cool. I was in commercials. I was doing runway shows. I was meeting designers, photo shoots. Everything was cool, but it just never really took off.
All the way up?
It never really did.
Yeah.
And what out here in Arizona is really hard. It's really hard to make it in modeling. You have to really be, locked in with somebody. You got to know somebody real big.
The networking.
You got to network or be in the family with somebody.
Yeah.
And
or be on
connected
type shit.
For real. You gotta be real connected.
Coming up on your own type shit, it's a challenge.
I was trying to do my modeling thing. It just never really took off. And I was really down in the dumps with that because that was really what I wanted to do.
Right.
It came natural.
I mean, when you find your passion's not going to change.
Yeah, and it came natural to me. I didn't really have to try hard.
Wait till this movie drops. They must be calling his ass.
And,
who is that?
He said he didn't have to try hard.
But let me say this. There is one person who made it from Arizona.
Who?
That's in the modeling.
Male or female?
His name's Alta Mason. Alta Mason.
Right.
He's the very first black male to be in the what's the brand? I want to say Dolce Gabbana
Balenciaga.
He's like a mainstreamer type of design.
He's the first black male to to model that brand, that luxury brand, the first black male model. Look, he's from here.
That's my boy.
Alton Mason.
That shit right now.
He's the first person out here to make it a model.
Hey, Alexa.
Take off. Like Miami, LA, New York. I feel like those places it would have been easier for you. But here they just, it's a little dry sometimes.
No,
right?
he's killing it. He's out there in Paris, New York. He's killing it. No,
damn, what?
He has like over 2 million followers. He's really doing that thing.
Okay.
He's really doing it.
I think
shout out to him.
What he said too is like, especially like being in our 20s when we really want things to work out and then life just isn't going that well. Like you really want something to happen, but it's just not happening. And it's like, it's not our timing, it's God's timing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the timing.
It is though.
Why you gotta get so deep?
So you can take a drink.
That was some real shit though.
People want to rush to careers, whatever their dreams is.
Exactly.
It's not the right timing. And
Exactly.
Not even careers, just life in general.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
In general, whatever passion they have, people want to rush into that.
And life is like, all right, here goes some lemons.
You took it at a pace. You were not rushing it. This happened out of nowhere. Now you're doing big things from.
Like Raquel said though, when in my 20s, just like everybody else for the younger generation, we want everything now, instantly. We just want it now. And
listen, we don't know patience. You have to learn it. It comes with age.
Man,
it comes with maturity.
Like y'all say, everybody's timing is different. And once I realized that, I just got to take my pace, take it day by day, brick by brick. And it's just going to happen in my timing. So I can't complain. I really can't.
Trust the process.
Trust the process. Exactly.
And I'll be greedy because I like the mindset how we were talking about earlier, how like if you're growing, you want your people to grow. A lot of people nowadays, whether it's social media, TikTok, whatever it is, if you're growing, people are going to start bringing you down. People will not want to bring other people up. So,
and I'll be real, you cannot take everybody with you. I'm sorry, you can't. Like it's just being real. You can have a million friends and all these people. I'm sorry, you cannot take everybody with you. This man's he's on his statue. He's going up, and he ain't gonna be able to take y'all with him. Okay, so don't be a hater.
Devils type shit.
Still support. Still be there. Yep. The talking, he think he Hollywood. Yeah, bitch, I am Hollywood. Nice to meet you.
Just like with anything, negativity is gonna come, but you just gotta block that out.
And be humble and all that, but still pop your shit. Cause man,
if you work hard, you're doing it for
AZ too.
And another thing, so with the modeling, that one person only made it, and y'all think about it. Who's the only person, male or female, that made it in the movie industry?
Denzel Washington. Shit.
That's from here. From here? She said Denzel. That's from here.
I love you some Denzel.
There's one person.
Who's that person?
Motherfucking that actor, that one white boy.
It's a female. It's a female.
A female?
No, I don't know who it is.
Wait, from Arizona?
Motherfucking.
That's from here. Come on.
I don't know. Jennifer Aniston.
Stop fucking lying. You don't fucking know.
I don't know. Her name is Emma Stone. Y'all know who Emma Stone?
Harry Potter. Yeah. Harry Potter. She's from Arizona? Or she lives here, whatever.
She's from here.
She's from here, bro.
She's the only person to make it.
That's what that's legit, bro.
I love Harry Potter.
Yeah.
From Arizona, bro?
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone is that girl, though. She really is that girl.
I'm the type of person.
Exactly.
Hey, nah, man.
So I'm the type of person, I like to do different things. I don't like to follow the crowd.
That's me.
So that's why I tried the modeling thing. That didn't work out. And then I'm like, man, let me try this acting thing because nobody else really made it besides her, Emma Stone. I want to be the person that puts the state, the city on fire, on the map.
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
I'm a supporter. I believe in you. Shit, I know you can do it.
I see you doing it.
Ain't no way. I knew. I didn't never know.
Emma Stone.
I didn't know that either. Emma Stone.
I love her off Harry Potter.
Yeah, girl, she hit it.
Hermione.
Somebody ever else. Look at that.
Well, they got like 6-10 movies type shit. Hey, man, shit, I don't know, but
for real.
Shout out to Emma Stone.
Hey, if you know
shout out to Emma Stone.
And I didn't read the books.
Emma Stone.
Right.
Next time.
No, that's cool as fuck. No cap. That's
so that put a lot
y'all
of
know how
motivation.
big Harry Potter is too, though.
Yeah.
Harry Potter, right? That's Emma Stone.
I mean, she's in a bunch of other big movies.
But that main
Harry
thing
Potter
that
fucking huge. When you said Emma Stone, first thing that came to my
Harry
head.
Potter.
Harry Potter.
Yeah,
Harry Pothead. You know what I mean?
That's your
dad. I think that's crazy too.
I'm dead. So so the transition between modeling, because you're not speaking to somebody, you don't have any lines, like you're just, you're wearing clothes, you're walking, you're having to eat, work out, all that. How is the transition from having to learn lines? Because did you do any plays like in school, or like, people go to college and they do like, they do something different. Did you have some type of background?
It's funny how you bring that up, honey. So the only acting that I ever did in my life, it was in first grade, and I can't think of the name of the book, but the picture of the book it's a fish with colorful gills on it.
What is that shit? I know y'all watching that shit because I did that shit. But
I don't know what it's called.
Wait, hold up.
What the fuck is that shit?
Dr. Seuss book, right?
No. It's a book with a fish that has colorful gills on it.
Oh wait,
I don't know what it's called.
Everybody get that shit, bro.
Hey, whoever's watching this, whoever's going to be watching this on the podcast, please leave it in the comments.
We know the book.
Put it in the comments.
Y'all know what the fuck we talking about.
Wait, hold
if y'all born in the
90s. I couldn't tell you.
If y'all born in, it's fucking like Goldilocks type shit.
Goldilocks.
Please type it in the comments when you see it. I don't know the name.
It is a colorful. I know.
Yeah.
Anyway, I played that shit too.
You're stupid. Dang. Okay, so all right. So he started off in first grade. Y'all heard it here first in the podcast.
Yeah.
That
was my only
Rainbow fish. That one. Get a close up.
Yeah, rainbow fish.
I read that book.
He really got the rainbow fish up.
Not that you got the snappy, y'all.
Yeah.
That was rainbow fish.
I did that shit too.
That was the only acting I did.
I love that book. And it was a cartoon.
Bro, yeah.
I didn't know
it was on PBS Kids.
My boy Joe was lead role.
I was in first grade, and that's what I did.
Like, every actor has like that, like, oh, I did this one time, or every actor that's like blew up always has something that they did before they actually was like, knew they were going to do some shit.
Yeah.
They always do. I had to ask. I had to find out.
So the process is, we do like a table read. So all the actors, we're in like a group chat. We do like a Zoom call. And then we're on the line with the producer and director. And we just go over our lines. And we do that a month prior before filming.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And, you gotta really be committed full time. Like, this is a full time job.
When you're acting, you really gotta take yourself out of your own identity, and you really gotta be that person that you're portraying. Because your goal is that you want the audience to feel every emotion that you're saying.
No, he ain't lying. Remember the movie Batman? The movie Batman. The fool who played Joker.
Heath Ledger.
The fool who played Joker.
Man,
Heath Ledger.
Like that. Unfortunately, he passed away. He passed away because he was so in tune to his character that it drove him crazy.
Who the hell died?
The Joker.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Well, he dead now, but you know what I mean? That's what.
Rest in peace.
No, that shit is serious.
Wait, for real?
That shit is serious. What he's saying.
Is this like the real one, or the one the new one that just came out?
No, bro, this is something like 10 years ago. Like,
was it Batman Begins? I can't think of the movie,
but he got so in tune with the role.
And he went crazy.
They said he went crazy. Like he was in his mirror and like he was acting as the Joker. Even though he was
I don't do that mirror shit.
He was at home.
It's that he let somebody else.
It's that Candyman type shit.
Praise God, I got cold chills.
I'm sorry.
90s. I don't play with that mirror shit. We're not gonna do that.
Be careful what you wish for. All y'all motherfuckers want to come into Hollywood shit.
No, being for real though. Like that other mirror, glass mirror shit that what you hear about, like, and it sounds spooky shit. No, that shit's real. You go and sit in the mirror, you want to have all this affirmation to talk to yourself. That's great. But it's something else that you on the side. I'm sorry, I'm be real with that shit. I had to say that real quick. I go coaches right now, baby. Y'all spot talk that shit. Okay.
So
I think we should go water our plants real quick.
Yep.
Let's do it. Real quick. Okay.
Take a quick little break.
We're taking a quick little break. All right. We're going to have to get back to this.
All right, guys, we'll take a break. But meanwhile, during break, we want to know, what book was it?
Yeah. No, we got the book.
The rainbow fish.
No, what we want to know is we want to know is did y'all ever play the motherfucker? Did y'all play the role in elementary school growing up?
Yeah.
Damn it!
I was like, I want to have whatever you have right now. You better
All right, before we go to break, guys, we want to know.
Oh shit!
What do we want to know?
Shit, I want to know. Are you gonna watch this movie? Number one.
Yeah.
Number two. Are you gonna follow Dre right now? Because he's on the show. So y'all should be going up on the motherfucking followers.
Appreciate it.
And everything.
I'm gonna watch the movie. I'm about to
and shit, would you want to play as a kid?
Get on
we want to know
right now.
And my handle is I am Dre Harding Again, I am Dre Harding. Go ahead and follow. Support.
Drake video,
Drake video.
Hotlight bling them.
I know when the hotline bling. I'm just kidding. All right, guys, we'll be back right now. What's up, guys? We back from break. I hope you guys got your water, got your fucking No, but I hope you guys got your fucking beer, whatever the fuck you guys are drinking right now.
Your popcorn.
You put that baby to sleep. I know damn right she needed to go to sleep.
Right.
No, but it's so crazy too how the thing is that a lot of people, they lose themselves when following their dreams. So example, you're in your 20s and then, you get employed and then you get so stuck to your job that honestly, you kind of lose yourself in your job. And then what do you forget about? You forget about your dreams. Like, I don't know if anybody can relate to that. I mean, Dre, what do you think about that?
Absolutely. Yeah. Like you said, you're working a 9 to 5, you working 10, 12 hours, 14 hours, and you're just a slave to the system, and it's set up that way. Yeah. And for that way, you can't follow your dreams, but it's really important that you stick to that path, whatever you want to do, because we're all put on this earth for a reason.
Yeah.
We all have a gift, a talent that takes no effort.
That's true.
And it's for us to find that gift and apply it to ourselves. So it's very important to follow your dreams and just act on your highest excitement, act on your highest joy, whatever brings you happiness, peace, do that, follow it.
If y'all watching that shit, y'all heard that shit from my boy Dre.
I'm gonna clap for that.
Hey, go chase that shit no matter what it takes.
Chase your dreams.
No,
what do you think about that,
everybody born with your passion. I mean, you just know your purpose. Even like how you act as a kid, how you act as a young teen, you never gonna let go of like your purpose, and you're born with it. You know what you like. You know what you want to do. You know where you're focused at. It could be whatever. You feel me? You got strippers out here, and they the best strippers we ever seen, but they passion and they purpose is fucking selling houses. I don't know.
Yeah,
she might want to have a daycare. She might want to be a chef, and she just getting up to her making her purpose happen.
That's her talent.
I'm just saying it like that to have a type of derogatory complex of it.
Shout out to Jags.
Whatever your purpose is, you got to keep going for it.
Right.
Wow, hell yeah, that's true. What do you think about that, KJ?
After hearing all of that, yeah, for real, like, you just gotta stay on your shit, and you know what I mean, like, just stay on your shit, for real, like, when I hear like all bullshit aside, when I hear all that shit, like, I think about Kobe Bryant. You know what I mean? Like, for real, Kobe Bryant, like, Kobe and Nipsey.
Black Mamba and his bitch. Okay.
Kobe and Nipsey, like, Nipsey always said, you know what I mean? Like, we always get, like, you know what I mean, judged or opposed on when we walk outside of our house of, like, you know what I mean, be judged or what our talents are and shit, but nah, just go out and do your shit.
I feel that.
What about you, Robert?
I mean, I agree with everybody pretty much, like, like, pretty much going back with, like, what you're saying, we're being judged no matter what we do, like, with you growing and everything, and no matter what we do in life, we're going to get judged on, and all this hate is free publicity. Honestly, like, for example, with you, you're going to get hate, but guess what? Let them hate, because that's going to keep bringing you up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, new levels, new devils type of shit.
Oh, that's saucy. I like that one.
Say that again?
New levels, new devils.
I like that shit.
You hear that shit?
That was one of our episodes with Luciano, New Levels, New Devils.
Yeah.
Honestly, the higher you get.
I'll never forget that shit. Shout out to Luciano.
Yeah, Luciano, literally.
I didn't
big dog in the motherfucking building.
What is this shop called again?
It's a Loaded Wiener. Guys, he's gonna try out Loaded Wiener,
She
bro.
said, it's a Loaded Wiener.
They lost
we gotta show love. We gotta show love.
No, bro, it's really called Loaded Wiener.
I was like, wait,
are you like, what? Stop playing.
Am I drinking enough right now?
We also gotta go to the podcast to his thing, because literally.
We show love to all of our past guests. Shout out to Luciano, shout out to Dre, shout out to Rico.
Yeah, no.
Cheeseburger 98.3 J still.
You gotta 98.3, the new power 98.3.
Yeah, the new power
98.3.
I think it's important too, like in your 20s, you get lost, right? So when you're 20, you're looking for answers and you're trying to find who you are.
Figuring shit out.
That's that new adult shit, yeah.
And then when you're like hitting 30, you're like, damn, like, I really need to buckle down. Like, it's always that pressure that society puts. Like, when you're 30, you need to do this, you need to do that, and you need to do that. But the thing is that we shouldn't be on society's timing. This is our timing.
Right.
What do you think about that, Dre?
Absolutely. You hit everything on the head. So, like, everybody has their own path. So just because this person made it or this person doing the right thing, and you're like, man, why is everything working out for this person, and I'm trying my hardest and it's not working out for me? You can't focus on other people's path. You got to only focus on your own. Like we all said, it's your own timing. Just because they're doing good maybe they're doing good now, and then later on they're gonna fall off.
Yeah,
it's vice versa.
That's
God's timing.
But I mean, you should never compare yourself to somebody else. You should be comparing yourself to the old version of you.
Yeah,
you should be trying to compete with your own self.
There you go.
How can I be better? I wanna boss up on myself. I wanna be like, bitch, you that bitch, but are you that bitch? Are you that it girl?
That's the reason why society's fucked up, because nobody else takes accountability for that kind of shit. You know?
Absolutely.
Nowadays they want to point somebody, they want to blame somebody. They're like, oh, it's because of my mom, because of trauma, because of what I've been through. You know? So I agree with you.
I do this. I mean, we do a lot of shit. We adults, but you can still make time for what the fuck you want to do.
The only person you're at war with is yourself.
Yeah.
Look in the mirror. That's
Real
your worst
true.
enemy.
Mm-hmm.
That's your opponent.
I gotta practice what I preach too. You know what I mean? Because
we all do
shit. I look in the mirror. I'm like,
but we're not perfect. You know, we might have our flaws. We might slip up every now and then. But we try to live what we preach.
You learn from your mistakes. Like
just and
at
also
the end of the day,
be a good person. Be a good person. Show love to everybody. Love is
Don't
above all.
Don't give fake love either.
Be kind.
Love defeats all. Be kind to pets, animals.
If y'all keep showing love, he might bust out another Drake video.
I mean, God is love. So as long as you're doing and walking in His word, you're walking in His steps. It overpowers
all. It's all about
whatever
God.
You believe in. It don't even whatever you believe in. As long as you're doing the right thing.
The story is good versus evil. Just be good. Good. Like, if you pay attention to the books, to movies, it's always good versus evil. And who wins at the end?
The good. It's always good.
There
Even
you go.
might slip in there one or two times, but overall,
Shout out to Goku.
I think the part is to, like what you said, be a good person, because here's the thing, guys. You can do bad to people, but that shit will always come back to you.
Damn,
you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow.
Karma.
And she come in all colors and sizes, baby.
It don't miss nobody. It doesn't miss nobody.
You could be 80 years old and some dumb shit happens to you.
And when karma comes to you, you better run.
Yeah, no,
because that shit gonna come to you. Make sure you learn that lesson.
And I'm asking to that because a lot of people, it's kind of like what we're talking about. Like people see you're doing good. For example, like you. I'm gonna use you as an example. Let's say you're out here doing bad things, shit, but everything's going right for you, People might see that and be like, what the fuck? I'm doing good. I'm going to church. I'm doing this. But this fool right here is getting all the fucking fame, all the glory, everything, But like Raquel said, karma. Eventually, karma's going to catch up to him. Right. Like an example, guys. Yeah. And it's going to bring him down. So, like I said, karma is real. And back to what Honey was saying, the higher gods as well.
Right.
Yeah. 3, 4, 5.
And also, and to overlap on that is, don't do good things just because you're gonna get karma, like you're trying to get positive feedback. Don't do that just because. Do it for the love. Do it for you.
Do it out your heart.
Because the other day I was at the store and an old lady was struggling with her groceries in the cart, and I was like, "Excuse me, miss, can I help you with that?" Just because nice. I seen her struggle, she's old,
Simple shit like
that. And she's thank you so much. And I just went about my day. I didn't post it. I didn't do nothing. I just went about my day. So just do it with the kindness of your heart.
Be kind.
I'm glad you said that. Post it, because I hate when motherfuckers do that shit. Like, it's cool and all for all the fucking, the internet, the cloud and shit, but you ain't gotta post every fucking thing.
Right.
Don't be a fucking cloud chaser.
Just do it.
Right.
Ain't nobody gotta fucking know that you dog. You know what I mean?
Pushing the cart.
It's just like, come on now. Just do it just to be a human, like for humanitarian reasons.
But see, look, I'm gonna add to that too. I agree with all of you guys about that, the posting for cloud and all that. But guess what? Nowadays, we don't see good videos like that. So when people post videos with true intentions, they get hate on,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
do.
So like, as long as you're doing it for the right reason, post it. But if you're doing it for the wrong reason, karma's gonna get to you.
See, I see that point of view too. But I just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Because if my phone dead, I'm going to still help somebody. If I can help you,
record me.
I'll get shit. I didn't give homeless people rides in my car. Just because I'm like, dang, he on drugs. And I got people in my family that's on drugs. So I'm like, dang, I can't let him stay out here in the heat. I'm like, hey, man, you need to get somewhere. Where you going? I'll pull up to the bus stop real quick. Yeah. If I'm in a good mood and everything cool, and I've been like, okay, let me bless somebody with
She said, I smoked a blunt. We good.
Listen, I help you. I'm like,
and to piggyback on that, and the homeless, when y'all see the homeless, they might be on drugs or whatever reason, gambling, whatever got them in that fucked up situation. Don't judge them. It's not always about money. You don't have to give them money. Give them necessities like toothbrushes, toothpaste, food, water. It doesn't always have to be money. Just give.
If y'all just sit there and talk to them and you just listen to their little 10-minute spiel,
that's what they want.
That is all that they really be asking for. Just hear me out. Listen to my story or listen to why my day is going bad today. Listen to what happened to me today, because they want to tell somebody and they want somebody to hear and actually feel them and sit there and listen. You ain't got to give nobody nothing but just a little bit of time. Time is worth so much and people don't even understand that.
Yeah.
For real.
To piggyback what she said, yeah. Like, just like my cousin, like, if y'all some real fans of the Realness Lounge podcast, the episode with Rico Band, we all spoke about that type of subject.
We talked
shout out to my fucking cousin Rhino, aka Roy.
Shout out Rhino.
Roy. Shout out Roy, my cousin Rhino.
Salute.
I'll never forget. It changed my whole fucking perspective on everything because he knows I'm just let's go. I got shit to do.
KJ, I ain't fucking with that shit.
We was at the McDonald's motherfucking drive-through, and he said, "Nah, let's break bread." Changed my life. It changed my perspective. See, you know what I mean?
That's all it takes.
No, it do. My cousin, she did that shit with her. She does it. And all. I mean, somebody was like, "Bitch, I said I want money. I don't want food." And they just threw it at her car.
No, that happens to
It is fucked up, but you can't let that situation hold you back. My cousin was like, "Girl, I just laughed." I was like, "Damn, I gave him $20 worth of food, like, a shake and everything on the car."
Damn, that's a lot of money.
No, that shit happened to me in California.
She's in California.
Yeah.
That's like
we got mean ass homeless people in California.
Out here.
Yeah. Listen, they don't fuck with people in California. I ain't gonna lie. They want they drug money.
No, but at the end of the day, like, you know, about Dre's story, like that he said earlier, you know what I mean? To play devil's advocate, we gotta play, you know, we gotta still be kind. We still gotta be kind. Yeah. For sure.
We're all humans.
Yeah,
we're all humans.
Sure.
But again,
like he said,
at the end of the day, we still gotta protect our own. You know what I mean?
Nah,
I cut that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Always gotta stay on toes.
And like Dre said too, you know, he had a little stumble moment with the modeling thing, but look, he didn't learn patience and just been, you know, doing his thing still, haven't given up, still here. You know, had a little moment where he felt, you know, probably felt depressed, like, damn, why is she not working? And then look what happened. Boom!
Hey, shout out to his boy for giving that call, though.
So talking about that, like, you mentioned about depressed, and after your modeling, did you actually hit depression, or did you hit, like, some kind of, like, hole?
He was down bottom right now.
Honestly, it was a whole bunch of emotions. It was depression, it was anxiety. It was a lot.
He was down bad.
I was down bad.
And your boy
really, the only thing that kept me going was my family. Wow. It was my kids. It was my family.
That's how you know he is a real. He's a father, not a dad. It's a difference.
No, yeah. That's another topic to talk about too.
It's a difference.
That's a whole nother topic.
There's men out there that need to step up and take care of their kids.
No, I agree.
But when you're a father, you're there for the band-aids.
You ain't shit if you have kids. You're not taking care of them. Straight up.
And I mean, every day, like every day, you're working to do something to better your kids.
Take care of your motherfucking kids.
And to you men out there, if you have a son and he don't want to be like you,
ain't doing
that's
shit.
That's your fault.
That's motivation.
Your son should want to be like you when he grows up.
That should be motivation.
Shout out to my boy Dolph, young Dolph in the motherfucking building.
And I be pushing it, doing my big one. Like my son think this podcast is we're famous as hell.
Damn.
He really be like, and we are gonna be shit. We are.
Shit,
but
my
to
son
him,
2 years old.
I'm doing something so crazy. He's
Right.
like, I tells his friends at school, and it's like you don't have to do a lot to make your kid think that you're a hero. Wow. So just do it. Put the time in.
Just be there.
I like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Just be there.
Right.
And some of these bitches ain't shit.
This nigga right here,
Shiesty, man.
I think too, like to piggyback on that is to, you know, heal from your childhood too. Because like, let's say somebody ain't shit because they had a bad childhood. Oh, my mama never loved me.
That part,
my father never loved me. It don't matter who the fuck never loved you.
And
you
we talked about this
on
another episode. We talked about this shit.
Yeah.
But you gotta let that go.
Yeah. I was just about to say, it don't matter your upbringing, it don't matter your circumstances, your situation. You have to let it go.
Yeah.
Let it all go, because if you keep it in, it's gonna you're gonna self-destruct.
Yes. And you literally will kill yourself. That's how you're your biggest competition.
Not even let it go. Break the cycle.
Break that cycle.
Break the cycle.
Because
we're all here for what, Raquel?
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Generational wealth.
Right.
Come on now.
Hey, I'm not even gonna front.
Right.
It took a lot. It was hard to overcome that shit. You know what I mean? It's not easy. Let go that shit.
Tribulations.
20 is so hard because that's all we like. The thing is like we don't really notice it till after high school. So like this whole time we're like going, you know, day by day. But then in your 20s, you're like, wait, why am I yelling like my mom? Why am I yelling like my dad?
Let me tell you, I understand why my mom would go to the store for like 5 hours. I get it.
Trying to get away.
I get it, man. I'm sorry. My mom would literally be in the store for like 5 or 6 hours.
And then we calling her phone like, why are you taking so long?
My dad be like, Lucy, what are you doing? Like, where are you at? He'd be pissed the fuck off because he got all of us in the house. We all just, you know, starting shit, fighting and arguing, fighting over the TV. I get why my mom would leave.
See, and then I read something that our kids from the day that they're born up until they're 6 years old, they pick up everything that we see, that their parents see.
Oh, damn.
So they soak up everything like a sponge. So if you yelling, you screaming, you being violent, they're going to pick up the same tendencies that you were.
Oh, yeah.
So like you said, bro, you got to break that cycle. You gotta change that.
I'm trying to break that because I'll be yelling the fuck out my kids.
Yeah,
I'm not into whoopings, but I'm gonna cuss your ass out.
And so, like, when you grow up with that type of energy and that type of childhood, what do you want? You want a relationship, and it feels familiar. And it's like, man, we're both yelling. I grew up seeing this. This is good, but it's not.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, me personally, me growing up with my mom yelling and talking shit. I mean, she's just Puerto Rican. That's just how they talk.
Right.
So for me, that's just how I talk to my kids. But I know my mom. Me and my mama's bond is too tough. Like nobody can ever break it. Like Jesus himself can never break it. And I want my kids to feel the same way. I might yell at you because I want you to do better and I want you to succeed and be fucking focused. Right. So I'm gonna yell at you. I'm gonna put my hands on you, but I'm gonna yell at you. Get your shit together. Come on, what are you doing, man? Yeah. And I talk to my kids like they're people. I don't do the little goo goo gaga. I don't do that.
You gotta be real.
I'm being, because you're not gonna get that in life. They're not gonna get coddled in life. When they leave home and go to school, you're not gonna get coddled. You're gonna get bullied. Right. You might get into a fight. You might have to beat up some girls. Some girls might try to beat you up. You gotta be prepared for this.
Just
you gotta
like J. Cole said, it's a cold world. You gotta raise these motherfuckers tough.
For real, man. You gotta prepare them. It starts at home. Where your lessons start at home. It does. You gotta get them ready.
Yeah.
And there's a big difference between yelling and the tone.
Yeah.
The tone and yelling. You know what I mean? You can like raise your voice and be stern.
Yep.
But if you have a fucking attitude tone, that's different.
And coming off like you don't give a fuck. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying stand on business. And put your foot down.
Let your kid know you serious.
Right. And especially for them single parents, single mothers, you got to be both parts sometimes. And baby, you just got to do it. And you'll be all right.
It's called tough love.
Yeah, you'll be all right. Shit, we all need it. Yeah. In our adult time. Because in my 20s, man, shit. I was just like living life in
tough
college,
love.
Whatever, traveling, got my car, And I had to learn like, dang, I fuck with a lot of people, but do they fuck with me? And as I've gotten older, my circle has gotten smaller. And I'm sure that's everybody in this circle. As you get older, I'm hitting my peak on this bitch right now. I'm just saying.
As I got older, my circle got smaller.
No, man, for real. Like, I would never be like, okay, I'm going to be on a podcast with Raquel. We've been in college. So it's like with the people that you meet sometimes in the past aren't on the same frequency, but when y'all actually line up and y'all hit that, them vibrations start to vibrating. Oh yeah, we finna take over the motherfucking world.
We were in college, guys. That means we were driven. Driven, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not to say that no people are in college are not driven, but I'm saying that just tells us, you know. But even like with KJ too, I tell him about the podcast. I'm literally sitting down with him, and
Robert,
I'm like,
shit, he was here since day one with the podcast.
Yeah, hell yeah. And KJ too, he was like, when I first saw him, like, hey, I want to have this vision. He's like, sign me up. That's all. Like, that's that energy.
And you know what it is? It's the energy. It's, we all have genuine love for this atmosphere.
You have to have passion.
We all want to be here. No one's being forced to be here right now. That's why it's coming off so natural and so real. Yeah. If I was 21, I probably would come off way different than I am now.
Because the whole purpose of this podcast is nothing but like elevating and like overcoming obstacles and shit. Like
talk your shit. And for outreach, as long as we make one person, like difference in their life.
That makes the difference.
Yeah.
Yep.
Our podcast was reaching out to New York. Our podcast reaching out to New York.
Wait, no,
California,
Mexico. It was in Mexico.
Yeah.
For me, I was like,
you said, as long as we're reaching out to one person to like make a difference of like everyday shit that you can relate to of like fucking anxiety, depression, like, and overcoming it. Yeah. You gotta overcome it, though.
No, facts. Because from us being in our our peak, what we thought was our peak, it was never our peak.
Yeah.
It was never that. It was never that. We was just enjoying what we had. You know what I'm saying? Like Dre, he football star, all this. You know what I'm saying? Everybody didn't know who he is. I'm just being real. Everybody knows he's like, dang, wait, he's a dad. Wait, he does this. He has a regular life. When you get outside of what people do after hours, he's a fucking person and he does the same shit that we do.
Exactly.
Y'all could be on motto just like he's been doing and being in movies and do all this stuff. It's just the elevation. Because you think God was going to bless him with this at 20-something years old? No.
I had to learn my lessons and go through the hardships too, just like everybody else.
I think that goes to our next question. Our next question
what
is, what's
the
next?
biggest lesson that you've learned from your 20s to your 30s? We're gonna go around the room.
Tough.
Well, hold up. Are you even in your 30s? Because I feel like you're under your 30s.
Oh man, you putting me on the spot.
Again, this is called the realness life for a reason. No. This is called the realness life for a reason, guys.
I was trying to say that. I was trying to say the broad range. Like,
I already have arthritis and shit.
I got a little bit in this need to. It's all right.
Not trying to like shame or anything like that. Just because depending on what age you are,
y'all never heard black don't crack? That's a real statement.
To be 100. when I was in my 20s, I was just young and dumb. I thought I knew. I thought I knew everything. I thought I knew everything, and I was just looking back now, like you said, you just like who was that person? Like, why was I acting that way?
Wow.
Why was I doing that?
But that's real for you to admit that, because some people come up here and be like trying to front. Yeah, being real about it. He's like, I was just being real.
I made a lot of mistakes. But I feel like now that I'm entering my 30s, I just turned 30. It's just that I had to learn. Life is all about lessons, learning from your lessons, learning from your mistakes.
Yes.
And what are you going to do from that to change? And if you don't do that, you're going to stay stagnant. You're not going to progress.
Ooh, let me ask you this. Does it have, so like you said, you were back in your 20s, you don't know how you were that kind of type of person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me put it this way. Does it have to do with like your people that you hang around with back in the 20s? Because I feel like depending who you hang out with, that's who you are. You know what I mean?
Honestly, like, I know this is so cliche, but my life is really like a movie.
I say that shit all the time.
Yeah, man. So I was in school, I was in college, and I had no money, and I was trying to do anything I can to get money in my pockets to make like ends meet. So I was making dumb decisions, hanging out with the wrong crowd, which led me to a bad path, and I had to overcome that. I really had to overcome that, because if a lot of people were in my shoes at that time, they would have probably gave up.
And I give you props for that.
They would have gave up, man.
So
when did it start? Honestly, when did it start for you? Like in high school or college?
When I was going downhill,
like just hanging around with the wrong people.
It was because, like you said, I'm glad you brought up football. I was a star in football.
I'm sorry. When I went to, I was a freshman. I was like, Streeter and Dre. I was like, who is these niggas? Who is this? What's going on? I was like, no, they just came off like they was just some like, just some cool type of dudes. I'm like, okay, who
honey,
is
like
this?
send him my Instagram right
now. Family.
In high school, I was getting, my first letter was from University of Washington.
Oh yeah,
and
like he was a real football star.
Unfortunately, I tore my knee up, and for a lot of people, you get depressed, really depressed.
People would only go to games just to see them play.
That's your career.
Even when it was against Valley, our shit would be popping.
I was in high school when that happened.
I played football.
I was in high school, so I was really down. I had to learn how to walk. I had to learn how to run. I got surgery. Luckily, I was able and fortunate to go to a school and still play football to pursue my dreams, because that's really my gift. I feel like was football. And I went to school, did it again, tore my other knee.
Shut up,
bro.
What? Damn. Bro, listen, that's just God saying,
I'm telling y'all, my life is a movie. When I tore my,
was it the same one?
It was my other knee.
That's crazy.
I tore both my knees up.
Was this in college? This in college?
Yes.
So it's like,
what college were you at? What college
I went to GCC. Shout out to the West Side, Glendale Community College. And then
luckily, you watching this? I know you watching this shit.
My boys. Shout out to the Gauchos. And then luckily after that, I still got offered to go to university.
No,
that's great. No, I'm sorry. He was.
So
he was Randy Moss.
Let me tell you, man. He was in that motherfucking.
During that time,
we're gonna play a clip of him.
I became a starter.
Damn.
And spring ball, which is in March, my son was born, and I wasn't making money. I wasn't doing nothing. So I gave up my dream. And I worked 2 jobs to provide for my son.
To be a father. And I'm going to clap for that, because that's all I could come in. He stopped his shit to be a father. You got to be fully present.
Damn.
But going back to tearing my knee up, when you in that type of situation and you down in the dumps, man, you going to do anything you can to make money. And I was dumb at that time. I was just involved in the wrong things and easily influenced. And that's what really got me. I got caught up.
Would you say you had a lot of ego back then?
That's number one killer.
Yo, ego is the biggest killer.
Ego is a motherfucker. You gotta let that shit go.
Yeah, no.
Don't be egotistical.
Yeah. That's something that I'm currently learning in my 20s.
When all that stuff happens, and then you find out you get a letter in the mail and you have your name against the state of Arizona, it ain't no joke. It ain't no joke, man.
No,
it ain't no joke.
I don't like that.
Nobody want to sit down and do that. Like, come on now.
It ain't no joke.
Yeah.
So for some minutes, it could be an eye opener. For some people,
that shit will fucking change your life forever.
It ain't no joke. And at the same time, you about to have your first child. You about to have your first child, and all this stuff is going on.
So your whole mentality changed, right?
When my son was born, that's what turned everything around for me. That's what turned everything around.
I knew it.
I changed.
I feel like the same thing for KJ, because KJ wild as fuck.
Boy, right, boy?
KJ wild.
I got 2 boys now.
You got 2 boys. Yeah. What's their names, bro?
Shout them out on the podcast. Come on now.
Tyson and Cristiano.
Tyson.
Hi, Tyson.
That motherfucker.
But like y'all said, whatever the circumstance may be, mine was having kids. But it could be for anybody. It is an eye-opener, life-changing for you. So everybody's path is different. Mine happened to be that. And I turned around. I changed positively.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to give a big shout out to my son too, Cruz. Shout out to Cruz. This shit, my boy Cruz.
Shout out Cruz.
Listen, you guys say hi to your kids. You guys can.
Listen, Valentino, I told you I'm gonna do this for you, baby.
Take your ass to bed
Barcelona bougie. What's going on?
I'm
here. Hey, I'm gonna shout my babies out too.
No, man. Big shout out to Dre for real though.
Yeah, shout out. Honestly, I think that everybody can learn from that. Right there is just you can change, but you have to take accountability, like you did.
Put your ego to the side.
Put your ego to the side, because your ego is the biggest killer. Like, you think you're the shit. Bro. You want to walk around like you're superior. Motherfucker, somebody
especially
will humble
males,
your life, will humble your
especially
ass
as males,
so
right?
Adulting will humble you as well. Because it's like, where do these bills come from? Responsibility.
What is this?
Whose bill? I'm like, Mom, is this my bill for the shower? Wait, I gotta pay for water? Oh,
yeah, shit, because that's water. No, damn, like,
yeah, especially if you're a male, for sure.
Shit too, you know?
Yeah.
Especially if you're a male, for sure. You gotta, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I would say men. I feel like men do have it somewhat a little harder. Even with just being with families, I say for me, being with my experience, my family is always harder on the boys more than the girls. Yeah. All the time. Yeah. And it can come from background, come from ethnicity, it can come from culture, whatever.
Have to.
But in all aspects, men are supposed to be like, they're being raised to be leaders, to be providers.
You have to.
So, take your flock to where they need to go to. And we're supposed to be nurturers. So it just comes on how your family, what's your family dynamic? And a woman can't be more masculine and want to have a masculine man. You're going to have to sit your ass down, baby. It's okay. Just sit down.
No, I agree with Honey.
I agree. Listen, I'm
not
going but I mean, the dynamic. You can't be a nigga that's trying to, put your girl in check, but you're not providing. Like,
thank you.
Damn.
You need to be cleaning, baby. Like, come on now.
Thank
it has to be.
You better be cooking that motherfucker.
And you better make it medium well with a little bit of pink on my shit. Don't burn my food.
Yeah. Hey, and not Ramen noodles. You better be in that motherfucking
right,
kitchen.
And that's in your 20s. You start kicking on people and hanging out and whatever.
Shrimp type shit.
And now you got people. You got your own crib, and now you got somebody coming to your house, but they live with their mama. How you look? That's what you have to learn in your 20s. You can't, like I said, you can't take everybody with you. So for me, I'm going to say, you hanging out with a man or a female and they're not the same stagnant that you're at, they're not the same place.
They got to go.
It's going to overlap, and it's always going to be some type of issue on some type of accord, because you guys are not equally at the same part of
the same frequency.
Yeah, that's dead weight. The vibrations are not vibing.
That shit. So my question for Honey is, what's your biggest lesson in your 20s?
In my 20s, I'm like, okay, let me see here. Hold on. Let me think, y'all. Okay, no. Let me think.
Take your time.
Nah, for real though, I would say my biggest thing would have to be my patience. I give up quick. I ain't gonna lie. If I feel like something, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, fuck this. I'm gonna do this. So, example, I might shampoo my carpet, but you know what, bitch? I don't want to do it. This is too hard. I don't like it. I'm gonna pay somebody to do it. So I'm gonna just be honest. My biggest thing is my patience. I don't like people that's annoying. I don't like people that's irritating. There's a lot of things I don't like about people, but there's things that I don't like with myself. So I'm trying to learn to be more patient with people, because I'm not perfect and I'm not nowhere to getting perfect yet. I'm still young. I'm 27. Right. I got kids. I'm a young mother. I'm still a daughter. Wow. I'm a sister. I'm a cousin. I'm learning to be patient with a lot of people in my life that are here helping me, that are here showing me things and teaching me and being knowledgeable. It's patience for me, because I have them way better now. I say Honey right now, y'all, yeah, we love her. Because Honey back in 20, 21, 22, I would have, I'm beat your ass. I'm gonna be real. I said this last episodes. I'm being honest, y'all. My patience has really grown.
That's good
for me and how I am. I think I do with my kids, because I have kids, so now I have no choice but to be patient. Right. But with me without no kids, I don't know what I don't know.
Should have been at Westgate right now, guys, on a Tuesday.
No, listen. I'm a flyer, baby. I'm gonna be in Miami, Japan, Tokyo. We're gonna be in Dominican Republic. We're gonna be turning the fuck up.
Yeah. Right.
And I still do my shit, but I do it with patience. I move with grace. I don't just one thing can piss me off, and then I think I'm like, you know what? Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? Yeah. Somebody bought me. Okay, who cares? Somebody stepped in my shoes. That's kind of rude, but who cares?
I like that.
You gotta be patient. You have to be patient with people, because I don't know what you're going through. Yeah. You could have been rude as fuck to me in the store, and I'm gonna pop off on you because why? Because you disrespect me. You know what? That's on you, girl.
Be a bigger person always.
Yeah. You do what you gotta do, because you could have just lost somebody in your family, and I don't even know that. You gotta look at the fact that people go through things just like we go through things.
Absolutely.
And you have to be patient. You have to. at work, with your kids, in life, your friends, family, whatever, you have to learn patience.
Very true.
That's something that you need to have as a quality.
I love that. Like, I think you're right, especially when it comes to patience and also learning that too, on adding to that, not everybody grows the same.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody grows the same.
It could be for a season.
Yep.
It's just a season.
I love that, honey. And I love how you take accountability for it too. And you also looked back at where you were before and where you are now. Like you said, she want to beat your ass.
No, yeah. I'm very, very hot-headed. But now I'm more so like, I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna be nice. You know, there's no reason to be extra and be like over exhilarating, like for what?
It makes things worse.
Yeah, it does make things worse.
You learn from your anger.
No, I have. Yeah, and that's something that I've worked on in therapy as well.
Yeah.
Go to therapy, y'all.
Hey, yep. I've been there, done that.
Yeah.
I think for the most part, well, I've taken therapy. You guys taken therapy. We all taken therapy.
Yeah.
So there's no shame of that, guys. Be a bigger person. Seek therapy when you need it.
Yep.
Yeah. What about you, KJ? What's your biggest lesson in the 20s to the 30s?
Yeah. So my biggest lesson in my 20s, honestly, would probably have to be, I kind of knew this question was going to come to me, obviously, right? We're going, I'm thinking about it hard, but honestly, it would probably have to be with myself. What I mean by that is because, like, I am kind of my worst enemy. Shout out to Scorpios. I know we, like, sabotage ourselves.
Wow.
But anyways.
No, they
like
do.
Scorpios, females.
Yeah. Red flag. He said red flag.
Right,
Let's get on the signs next time.
Next topic, guys.
We're gonna ask him about
Next time, signs.
But no, just being a better version of myself.
Wow.
Yeah, I
Just
noticed that.
being
I
a better
feel like
version
with
of
the
myself.
podcast, you're always putting you always say, you know what, guys, I gotta find out this works for the time when I'm with my son. I gotta get my son. You always make sure that you put your son before anything you gotta do.
Right.
So I would say that's one thing I noticed about you. You really take family to the core, and I really appreciate that.
That's
I appreciate that. Just shout out to what Dre said too. Like having my baby boy changed my life too. Having your kid change your life too. But
y'all see how he dressed. He crazy.
But at the end of the day, just being the best version of myself. You know what I mean?
That could be a lesson. Yeah, that is a lesson.
You know what I mean? Just like just looking at yourself in the mirror, like. Yeah, just don't sabotage yourself. Like, you know what I mean? Just be the best version of yourself. That's
I agree.
Yeah, you can't be having kids out here and you doing wrong. You telling your kids, don't do this, don't do that, but you out here doing the same thing. You can't be a hypocrite.
Don't
lead by example.
Don't lead by example.
Yeah. I like that.
No, that's true. That. I mean, hey.
What about you, Robert?
Pretty much going back all three of them, all four of you guys said, my thing would be like rushing things. Back then, I would rush into it right away. I hear this, like, for example, this movie thing, then I'll be like, all right, fuck yeah, I'm already rushing things, I'm already planning ahead of shit that hasn't even fucking been reached out to me or planned or, just scheduled.
Rushing it.
So that's why, like you said, it comes to you at its own time, be patient. And that's my biggest key from back then to now is I used to rush things. Same thing with my daughter. Most of you guys know my history with my daughter. Most of you guys on TikTok know my history with my daughter as well. But, I would say patience and rushing things is my biggest takeaway from the 20s to the 30s now. Along with maturity as well.
Right.
I like that. Yeah, mine is here's mine, guys.
Yeah, Raquel, be real.
Yeah,
because we talking on the phone for like hours. We talking on the phone for hours. Be real.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it like as real as it gets. Raw. Okay, guys. So listen to this shit. The biggest thing you can learn in your 20s is to love yourself.
Ooh,
because
damn.
Yes, I want to hear that. I wanted to hear that.
All the deep shit.
And honestly, the reason I say this is because you can lose yourself when you try to pour yourself into others. Yeah. And then what happens is when you pour yourself too much, you're empty.
Yeah.
And so when you lose yourself, you lose your dreams too. You lose your passion. Yep. You don't even know who you are in the mirror anymore because the 20s fucked you up so bad.
I don't know if y'all know Raquel for real like that, but yeah, Raquel 2024, yeah. That's that nigga.
Hey,
I'm just let it be known.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, since last year, my man, she been loving herself, and you see how she dressed, how she walk, how she talk. Yeah, I fuck with this Raquel. This my nigga. I fuck with the last one too, but this one, you feel the confidence.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, guys, like in the 20s too, you lose yourself because you're either with the wrong friends, you don't know how to value relationships. It could be a lot of things, but to never forget about yourself. And I don't mean just in relationships. I'm talking about your fucking purpose, bro. Don't ever put somebody in front of your motherfucking dreams.
You always talk about
your motherfucking purpose.
Your purpose.
Put your purpose before anything. This goes for men. My men out here listening to this. Don't put a female above your motherfucking dreams.
Especially the Scorpions.
Yes.
Or Scorpions. Who hurt you, bro? Who hurt you, bro? Shout out to Luciano.
But put your dreams first and never forget about yourself. You are the biggest, honestly, always think about elevation. Always think about inspiring yourself, in your 20s, guys. And I know y'all feel me on this.
And this is and then she's an Aries telling you this. So
I'm telling you, I'm an
you know
Aries,
how the Aries be. So she's telling you this. That's a lot of growth.
Love yourself. Because in the 20s, that's what happens is that we get too involved maybe into a relationship or maybe other people. We forget about our boundaries. So what do? We tolerate the disrespect. We let it happen.
You let people cross lines and erase them and put them back on.
Yeah. And because why? Because we don't love ourselves. So when we finally love ourselves, we value ourselves. You ain't coming in my fucking life disturbing my fucking peace when I'm 30. You ain't fucking gonna come into my circle thinking that you gonna talk shit about me and think you gonna stay here.
That part.
You gonna get the fuck out.
Know your worth.
Yes, know your worth. Value yourself because I said, in your 20s, you lose yourself because you're too busy finding yourself. 20s is all about finding yourself.
Guys. I feel like your late 20s, you kind of get a good idea.
Yeah.
But once you hit them 30s, you kind of already set, you kind of know what you're going to accept and what you won't. Yeah. You know what you want to do and what you don't. You just more balanced. The 20s is you're finding yourself and your ups and downs.
There you go.
But I don't want to hear that in your late 20s because, nigga, you did that in the beginning.
Yeah.
Don't do it in the end to a new chapter. That sounds crazy.
Yeah. And really quick, before we let you guys go, one advice from what you have to give out to some audience today. What would it be? What would be the big takeaway from all this? What can you give them out, an advice?
Oh, man. Mine would be is just, I think I said this earlier, but I can't stress this enough, is act on your highest emotion, act on your highest joy, whatever it may be. If you're stuck in between two options and you don't know, maybe one might have the highest enjoyment or excitement, pick that one, choose that one, and don't expect any outcome of that. Just go with the flow. And another thing is that, like Raquel said, is you can't focus on other things. You can't focus on other people if you're down bad. You gotta focus on yourself first. You can't, and especially in a relationship, you can't do all that. You gotta make sure you're good. Make sure you're good, and you'll be able to water your plans to others. That's all I gotta say.
That's what I was trying to say. You know what?
Dre didn't hit his motherfucking Raquel point. You better cross check me because he didn't did that. That's what's up, man, for real.
No, I appreciate that too. Dre, you came such a long way, honestly, and you should be proud of yourselves. And everybody in this room, me, Honey, Dre, KJ, Robert, if you look at your past 20s and how you are now,
should be proud.
You done grown.
Yeah, you grew. And nobody tell you nothing else.
Yeah. So, and the last thing I want to say, guys, is what would you tell a message to your younger self?
Oh,
keep going.
Honestly, my message would be live your life because you're going to learn from your mistakes. And sooner or later, hopefully it's not too late, but you open your eyes and realize where you need to be in life. Because honestly, I don't regret shit that I've done in the past.
Facts.
Yeah.
But there's some stuff that I wish I didn't do, but I don't regret it, because that made me who I am now. Yes.
Yeah, I love that. Good job, Robert. What about you, KJ?
Yeah.
He forgot the question.
That was the question. All right, so we got basically. All right, so we got the ski mask out here. It's just he's getting to his head a little bit, but what's a message to your younger self?
Oh yeah, just keep going for real. Yeah, just keep going for real. You know what I mean? I know we don't see it now. Even 10 years from now, if I told myself 10 years from now, now.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck away from me.
Just
fucking damn.
Just keep going.
Just keep
going. Don't quit.
Dory said,
my boy Nipsey. Hey, like my boy Nipsey. Hustle.
Help your boy.
All right, guys. But you know what KJ means well, guys?
What about
I'll bullshit aside, for real. Keep going.
Let him finish. Let him finish his little spill.
No,
but that's but listen, we are unscripted, baby.
What about you, honey? A message to your younger self.
My younger self, I'm going to tell you, baby girl, follow your intuition. If it tells you, if you feel like hell no, and you feel them butterflies in your stomach and your heart is racing and you're like, should I do this? Is this a good decision? Listen to your intuition because it's not wrong at all.
Damn.
Listen to the shit.
Damn.
That's the man.
How many females can relate to this one?
I'm sorry. Listen to your intuition because that is real. Those are your angels. Like, listen to your shit.
I would say slow down. Take your time. Don't rush. Everything is going to work out in your favor. That's all.
Wow. I love that. Mine is that the pain that you experience now will transform you. Just keep going.
Oh, I like that.
And that's what I'm saying, guys. Like, honestly, we want to know what's the message to your younger self. Maybe you're 20, maybe you're so, you know,
you
your
could
younger
be 17,
20s.
15,
you could be 17.
This.
What would be a message to your younger self of where you are now? Let's say you're 28 and you want to talk back to your younger self at 20. Leave a comment right here, right below this video.
Yes, guys.
And we want to know, what is a message to your younger self?
Listen, the best comment will get a free t-shirt from the Real Podcast Lounge.
Yeah, because we got a Collie line dropping real quick. Yeah. Just be right through us.
Look at the merch. We got the merch coming out,
we got the merch coming out, guys. So honestly, I want to thank Dre for coming out here, guys.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you
Thank
so
y'all
much.
for having me. Shout out to the Realness Podcast.
He's going to be on the program, on the ABCs, the NBCs, and getting his globe. So
and don't fuck with him or you going to be bloody.
One uppercut.
One hit a quarter. Come on, stop playing with in the right one.
Shout out to Phoenix. All
Shout
love.
out to Phoenix.
Always
and make sure you guys check out his movie.
Yes.
The Jealous Ex.
Yeah.
Check it out on Tubi.
We all have one.
Thank y'all for having me, man. Appreciate it. Have real fun.
Make sure you guys tune into the next episode. Peace out.